So, also, you notice he has a bigger army than you, 30% bigger army than you, and then he cuts your army in half again, and so he's got like a 60% bigger army than you in the actual local fight. After all that, you killed more than he did. Your units are so much better than his that even though he came and fought you with 60% bigger army in the local battle, he still lost more than you. And that's what I say when I mean, that's what I mean when I say stalkers suck, is that people who beat you with stalkers do it by having a bigger army and then losing. Like, they lose dollar for dollar the fight that they're in, and they just win by economy. He wins by having more troops in the battle. So, I mean, now units lost is catching up, but in the actual fight, your units did better than his units. So, you would easily have won this fight if you'd had better positioning, or a bunker here and a bunker here and guys behind them or whatever. I mean, I would definitely just put a bunker, just one bunker here, and spread your units out across this arc, and you would have dominated him. It wouldn't even have been close. So, there is a susceptibility. Anytime you tech and you haven't made a single unit out of your starport or your factory or this reactor core yet, and you've made an expo that you haven't used at all yet, and you're getting an upgrade that isn't completed yet, all of that money is just kind of dumped. Also, you have, oh, yeah, okay, so that's good. So I think you see him right now. Do you see him? No, now you see him. So you just threw down this starport. This is just finishing to morph. You've spent all the money you can spend. You feel like you're doing really good. You're starting this reactor core. And it's got to be really confusing to see why you lost this, but it's all about the positioning, really. You would have won this with better positioning. But definitely also, anytime you're going to try for your starport, anytime you're transitioning from Marines into a starport, just like in that Colossus game I said, hey, when you saw the Colossus you should have pulled back, built bunkers, and transitioned. Anytime you transition from 3 racks into something else, you need to bunker up. You need to throw down 5 bunkers, 3 bunkers, 2 bunkers, any number of bunkers. Pull some SCVs. They're not even mining. Only 25 of these guys are mining, so pull 9 of them, put them on auto repair over here, and make some bunkers. And then once you've built 3 medevacs, then you can salvage the bunkers if you want to. I don't. I just leave them up all the time because why not? Bunkers are awesome. But yeah, there's a vulnerability. It's a gap. Remember when I said the way you were doing your reactor cores was leaving a gap where your money got up to $700 and that was a bump in the build? This is a bump. Every time you tech, there's going to be a bump. Count on it. Never build a factory and then a starport without building any units out of the factory without bunkering, because it's a 3-minute gap before anything gets produced out of any of those units, and you're spending huge amounts of money on something that isn't giving you an army. So you just always need to bunker up right there. Yep. So another thing to mention is that you don't even know that he has an expo now. Yeah, another thing to mention is that, as I was saying before, a heavy Marine army is most powerful from 9 minutes to 12 minutes, and I know it's weird to think that you just lost the game with him attacking you, so why would I be recommending that you attack him? But I'm still going to say that, look at army size, 1500 versus 1500, and 1700 on gas, and combat shields is just finishing. I would not have researched this and not built your expo at all. Income-wise, you've got 30 workers, so you can afford to pull 4 of them without reducing your income at all. So grab 4 workers, put them on auto repair, take all of your army, and go hit him at 9 minutes, because you would have done quite well. And the same thing goes all the way up through 12 minutes. A big problem is that with the 3 racks, you're unable to really spend gas very well. So he gets further and further ahead. The longer both of you are on one base and he has gas and you don't, the longer he is 250 income ahead of you, because, well, 120 income per minute ahead of you. Because that's how much you can get off one geyser. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I suppose I should prove it Like, I can say all day that you would have won this with better positioning, but I can prove it just as easily as saying it. So let's write down what you had. Units, right? He had 4... where's my pen? Damn you, pen. Oh, my pen just broke. Bastards. Alright, I'll just 17, 4, and 9, 27. And then quit. And go into the unit test map. This is something I used to do. I don't have to do it anymore because I've done it so many times I pretty much know how everything works. But once upon a time I would lose a game like that and say, I don't get it. Why did I lose? Marine Marauder is stronger than Stalker. And so then you go and you type unit test map duo. Come on, unit test map, you can do it. Fine, I'll put underscores unit test map duo. There we go. Hey. Hey, Sai. And you load into the map. Oh, man, so 17, 4, 9. Damn it. This is called StarCraft, buddy. I'll pick up the recording in a sec when I go watch and figure out how many stalkers I'm supposed to build.